So Brianna, I've been thinking, why don't we go on a trip to the seaside this weekend?
Yeah, that sounds like fun, Grandma.
All right then, it's settled, we'll go this Saturday, but we'll have to set off pretty early if we want to make a day of it. Oh, there's someone at the door, I wonder who it could be? What the? Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing here? I'm here to take my daughter back where she belongs.
I don't think so, Elizabeth. You know that the courts gave custody to me due to you being a selfish and irresponsible parent.
I don't care. I want my daughter back, and nothing is going to stop me now. Get out of my way.
Elizabeth, you can't just barge in here and disrupt Brianna's new life like this. She's happy here and her behavior has improved greatly since she gets more attention from me.
But she is my daughter and I have rights.
Sorry, but you lost your rights when the courts granted me custody, and I will do whatever it takes to protect Brianna.
Excuse me. But just what do you think you are doing?
Yes. Hello. I need to file a restraining order right away.
Oh, you bitch.
All right, Mrs. Jones, you're seeking a restraining order against your daughter. Mrs. Lawson, can you explain the circumstances?
Well, Your Honor, there has been an occasion where Elizabeth attempted to remove Brianna from my custody without permission, and recently, she showed up and announced at my door.
Lies.
Mrs. Lawson, please be quiet. Go ahead, Mrs. Jones.
Well, she turned up and announced at my home and demanded to take Brianna back, and I fear greatly for Brianna's safety if Elizabeth continues to try to remove her from my care.
This is absurd. Brianna is my daughter, and I have every right to see her whenever I want.
Mrs. Lawson, please allow Mrs. Jones to speak.
Your Honor, I have provided a stable and loving home for Brianna ever since she came to live with me, and all I want to do is protect her from harm or instability.
I see. Well, after reviewing the evidence and hearing both sides, I find that there is sufficient cause to grant a restraining order against Mrs. Lawson.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Mrs. Lawson, please refrain from using that kind of language in here. Mrs. Jones, I commend you for your dedication to Brianna's well-being. The restraining order will remain in effect until further notice.
We did it, Brianna. You're now safe.
Thank you so much, Grandma. You are the best.
Well, I think this calls for a celebration, so, what do you say to a McDonald's lunch?
I say, yes.